What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you thought the Micah Parsons era was already a spectacle on its own, just wait until you see what's brewing now in Dallas. We're talking about none other than rookie sensation Donovan Ezeiruaku, a name you better start getting familiar with. And trust me when I say this, there's real buzz inside the star that Ezeiruaku might just be the perfect complement to Micah, not only as a pass rusher, but as a high character, high IQ force who could make Dallas defense downright terrifying. That's right, another Micah? Might sound like clickbait, but this isn't hype for the sake of hype. The chemistry between these two edge rushers is real, it's intense, and it's already starting to shape the new identity of Dan Quinn's and now Matt Eberflus's vision for a dangerous, turnover-hungry Cowboys defense. Ezeiruaku, the former Boston College standout who posted absolutely ridiculous numbers last season with 16.5 sacks and over 20 tackles for loss, is turning heads at every practice. This isn't just a guy flashing on film, it's someone who shows up early, leaves late, studies tape, absorbs coaching like a sponge, and most importantly connects with teammates in a way that fosters unity, humility, and championship-caliber culture. Let's put it into perspective. Micah Parsons, already the heart and soul of this defense, took Ezeiruaku under his wing immediately. During rookie minicamps, OTAs, and even off-the-field bonding events like dinners, team bowling nights, and workouts, these two are almost inseparable. And if there's one thing about Micah, it's that he doesn't just buddy up with anyone. He's a football junkie, a competitor to the core, and he only gives respect when it's earned. That's why his comments on Donovan carry so much weight. He's been quoted saying there's no ego in the room, and that everyone's willing to learn from each other. That kind of mutual respect and chemistry between star and rookie is rare, and it speaks volumes about what Donovan brings not just physically, but mentally and emotionally to this locker room. Now, let's talk physical traits, because Ezeiruaku is far from just a good teammate, he's an absolute beast. Standing at just over 6'2" and around 250 pounds, he brings explosive speed off the edge with violent hands, great leverage, and advanced pass rush technique. He has a deep bag of moves: swim, spin, rip, club, and he times his get-off like a seasoned pro. At Boston College, he wasn't just productive, he was dominant, leading the ACC in sacks and finishing top 3 in the nation in both sacks and tackles for loss. He was constantly disrupting plays behind the line of scrimmage and flashing elite pursuit speed on stunts, twists, and even wide zone backside chases. Coaches raved about his motor. Quarterbacks hated him. Offensive tackles had to study him extra every week. And now he brings all that to a Dallas defensive line that already includes freaks like Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Osa Odigizua. That's not just scary, it's strategic gold. With Parsons drawing double teams and commanding attention, Ezeiruaku is going to find himself in a ton of one-on-one situations. And let's be clear, this kid knows how to win his matchups. His first step explosion and ability to dip under pads gives him a natural advantage against taller, slower-footed tackles. But what separates him isn't just that athleticism, it's his football IQ. Coaches have said repeatedly that Donovan is a fast learner who picks up schemes, assignments, and reads at an NFL pace. That kind of mental speed is what turns rookies into year-one contributors. And considering the versatility he brings, being able to line up in multiple spots, rush from a 2-point or 3-point stance, even drop into coverage when needed, it's no wonder the coaching staff is already scheming ways to get him on the field with Micah at the same time. What's even more exciting is how well he fits into Matt Eberflus's new system. Now remember, Eberflus is a defensive mastermind known for orchestrating units that thrive on pressure and turnovers. In Indianapolis and Chicago, his defenses were among the league leaders in takeaways, and that's no accident. He builds systems that rely on disciplined chaos, confusing quarterbacks, attacking from unpredictable angles, and relying on fast, physical defenders to make splash plays. Ezeiruaku fits this mold perfectly. His college tape shows a player who can crash a pocket, force strip sacks, bat down passes, and chase down ball carriers. In other words, he's not just a pass rusher, he's a disruptor. That's exactly what Eberflus wants. Someone who can turn defense into offense. Someone who can change momentum with one play. Add in the fact that Micah is right there beside him, and you've got the makings of one of the league's most terrifying edge duos. Imagine trying to scheme protection against this Cowboys front. You double Micah, and you leave Ezeiruaku isolated. You keep extra blockers in, and the coverage suffers. It's a lose-lose situation for opposing offenses, and Dallas fans should be absolutely fired up about what this could mean on Sundays. And let's not forget the character angle, which is often underrated but absolutely crucial. Ezeiruaku isn't just a gamer, he's a guy you want in your locker room. He's humble, grateful, and hungry. At his draft party, there were reports he asked friends wearing Eagles gear to either change or leave because once he became a Cowboy, that loyalty meant something. That kind of mentality? You can't teach that. That's someone who buys in, who understands tradition, who's ready to bleed for the star. You add that to his incredible motor, technical polish, and natural explosiveness, and you start to see why people are already whispering comparisons to players like Shaquille Barrett or even a young Micah Parsons. And speaking of Micah, how about this for leadership? He's literally coaching Donovan through drills, watching tape with him, showing him pass rush counters, and even trash talking with him in a way that builds competitive fire. Micah said it best, if I raise my level, he raises his. If he raises his, I gotta go higher. That right there is the iron sharpens iron mentality that championship defenses are built on. And we're already seeing signs of that paying off. In camp footage, Ezeiruaku is exploding off the line, beating veterans with finesse and power. He's adapting to NFL speed, showing versatility, and staying humble through it all. He's not trying to be Micah 2.0, he's carving out his own path while absorbing everything he can from one of the league's best. So what's next? Well, training camp is around the corner, and it's going to be a critical proving ground. If Ezeiruaku continues on this trajectory, there's every reason to believe he can be a serious contributor in year one. I'm not saying he'll be a Pro Bowler right out the gate, but a 7 to 9 sack rookie season? Absolutely possible. And with Parsons drawing attention, Eberflus dialing up creative pressures, and guys like Trayvon Diggs and Darren Bland locking things down in the secondary, opportunities will be there. He's going to feast in those passing downs. What's more, this isn't just about numbers. It's about culture. It's about energy. It's about having a defense that plays angry, fast, and fearless. That's what Dallas needs, especially after the heartbreak of recent playoff exits. This team is done being good enough. They're going for elite. And players like Donovan Ezeiruaku, young, hungry, humble, and undeniably talented, are exactly what push that vision forward. So let's give the kid his flowers early. He's got the tools, the mindset, and the mentorship. All that's left now is to let the games begin. And I'll be right here covering every sack, every strip, and every moment that takes him from a rookie with potential to a star in the making. So Cowboys Nation, strap in. Because if Micah is the storm, Donovan might just be the aftershock. Hit that like button if you're hyped for this duo, smash subscribe for more deep dives just like this, and drop your predictions in the comments. Is this the year the Cowboys defense becomes historic? Let me know. And until next time, this is signing off. Let's go Cowboys!